everyone, welcome to Deepika Makeup. Hope you're all doing super awesome. As you might be already aware that the color of the year for 2015 is Marsala. Pantone Universe decides a color for every year and they collaborate with Sephora to come up with a collection featuring all the makeup products in this color, or usually they also release some products which are complementary to these this colors. So I usually follow this collection every single year. I just didn't pick up anything from 2013 which was emerald green, and they came up with makeup which was in green color, and I don't really wear that color, so that's the only year that I skipped. But since 2012 I started collecting Sephora Pantone collection, and their products are just amazing. The quality of the lipsticks especially is fantastic, and the blushes as well. So this year the collection came in a faded rose gold packaging like this, and the color Marsala looks like this. If you see this, you definitely feel like it's a very generic color. It's just a brown, you know, whatever. I initially thought the same. I thought I would easily find dupes for this color, but let me tell you, it was very difficult. My collection is pretty huge and it was very difficult for me to find dupes for these products. So I'm gonna go over the dupes that I found in my collection. I didn't go out and get anything specific for this video. Whatever is there in my collection, I browsed around and took out some colors, but there are definitely some colors out there which are perfect dupes. If I know that information, I'll let you know in this video. And that's how the blush and the highlighter looks like. This highlighter was there in last year's blush palette as well, and that's the color. Starting off with the dupes, we'll start with the lips, move on to blushes, and end the video with some eye product dupes. You'll be actually surprised because I actually found a lot of things, but these are not all dupes. These are the colors that come into that family. As I said, this color is very unique. You can say that it's a brown color, but it has some brownish pink to it. It's very hard to find a dupe for this, and it looks different when you put it on your lips depending upon your skin tone and the color of your lips or the pigmentation level on your lips. Right, so that's how the color looks like. As you can see, it's not straight brown, it has a little bit of pink. I don't know if my camera is really picking up, but it was very difficult to find dupes for this. The best dupe that I found at drugstores is by Wet n Wild, and this is called Spiked in Rum. This is the closest, and actually I must say the exact dupe for this color. As you can see, they look very they're just same, but except that this has a little bit more pink to it, but when you put it on your lips you can't really just tell the difference. So that's the closest dupe. This is a Wet n Wild Megalass lipstick in the shade 915B Spiked with Rum. This is just $2, so definitely a fantastic dupe for the color of the year, Marsala. And then a lot of people have compared this color to Maybelline, the new Maybelline Max in Touch of Spice. It is a dupe, but it's more pink. It has a lot of pink. So I wouldn't say it's a dupe, but it's very close. As you can see, this is more deeper, while this is more pink. So definitely not really a dupe, but it just comes into that color family. A lot of people also compares this color to Revlon Balm Stain in Sultry. I tried that, I have that, but it's very pink. Doesn't even come close to this color. So I'd say Spiked with Rum is the best option. Otherwise, Touch of Spice by Maybelline is also a good option. Alright, I'm going to share with you 3 more lipsticks. I'm sorry I'm like so blurred right now because my focus is set onto my swatches. So I'm going to show you 3 more lipsticks which comes into that color family but not really dupes. This is the Jordana lipstick in Terracotta. It very much comes into the color family of Marsala, but it's not really a dupe. It's much more sheer and much more wearable, I'd say. It's more pink and it's much more sheer. but definitely comes into that color family, as you can see. If you are a fan of balm stains, you can also pick up Jordana's Twist and Shine balm stain in Terra Crepe. Again, it comes into the same color family, but it's way more sheer, way more lighter, and it has a little bit, actually it doesn't have pink, it comes into the same family, but it's way more sheer and way more lighter, but it's a very comfortable color. Another one is much more darker and it has a lot of shimmer in it. This is NYC number 406 in Garnet. Again, it has more wine color and has more shimmer in it, but it also comes into the same color family. So these are the three other options, but definitely the perfect dupe is again Wet n Wild Spiked with Raw. There's another alternative. This is the Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer in Comet. Comes into the same color family, but it's not really a dupe. Found a lip pencil in my collection. I don't really have a drugstore dupe, but I picked it up in sale section for $3. So if you can find this on the Urban Decay website for $3, definitely it's a great dupe or a great pencil to put it under the Marsala lipsticks. So that's that. This is called Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay. I picked it up in the sale section for $3, so that's the reason I'm including this. If you can find this at any place like TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack or on the Urban Decay website, definitely pick it up. This is a great lip pencil to put it under your Marsala shades, and I have it under my lipstick today. Alright, I found a lip gloss, and this is by Revlon, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. This looks very beautiful topped on the Marsala lipstick, so that's the reason I included this. Comes under the same color family, but it's not really a dupe or the exact same color, but this looks very good on top of our Marsala lipstick, so that's the reason I included it. This is again the Revlon Color Burst lip gloss in the shade Rose Gold. Right, the last one I have here is a high-end product, but I got it in the Sephora birthday gift last year, so I figured out like a lot of you might have this lipstick already, so you don't have to go out and get another Marsala lipstick. So this is Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Natural in the shade 9N. I got this last year as a birthday present from Sephora. It's like a little size, but it's very close to the Marsala shade, much more sheer and much more lighter, so I'd say it comes under the Marsala color family, but it's definitely a good option. If you already have it, you don't have to go out and get any color. You can just spot this and get this one for a couple of dollars. So those are all the lip options. Alright beauties, let's talk about the blush dupes now. It was very difficult for me to find this blush color in my collection because I feel like it's very unusual to go buy a color which looks brown on my skin. That's what I usually think. This color would most probably fall into that shades of a bronzer, so I never gravitate to colors like this, like those dusty brown colors. I never gravitate to those. Most of the blushes I have are pink, coral, purple, what else, like orange or some other colors, but definitely not these browny mauvey colors. So it was very difficult for me to find these dupes. Last year I picked up some colors because throughout the winter I was more into deeper dusty colors, so maybe that's when I picked up few colors which comes into this family, but definitely it was very difficult for me to find the right dupe, especially if I want to find it right in the drugstore itself. I browsed around the drugstore aisle. I wasn't able to find any color which is even close to this color. So I think it might be quite difficult to find the exact dupe, but there are some colors which come into this color family. One color that I saw will be a very close dupe is in e.l.f. Studio, the $3 blushes. I don't remember the name, but I saw and it was very similar to the Marsala color. When you see this in the aisle, you will easily recognize that that's the Marsala color Deepika was talking about. So if you want to pick up the right dupe, that is the closest option I saw in the drugstore aisle. I didn't pick it up because I didn't want it to gather a lot of blushes in my collection, especially when I already have the Marsala color. I didn't want to pick up another one. So that's how the color looks like. Again, it's a very different color. The formula of the Pantone blushes, the Sephora Pantone collection, is just amazing. It's one of the best blush formulas I have. It's a little bit powdery, but then you have to pick up with the right brush and apply that very lightly in feathery motions, and you just get the right amount of blush on your cheeks. I'm actually wearing that blush on my cheeks right now. I even have the Marsala lipstick on my lips. So that's the color. It's brown, but it has a little bit of pink or mauveness to it. It's very difficult to describe. I thought this would be an easy color, but it's actually not. You have to see this color in person and wear this color on your skin to actually see how it looks on your skin. It looks very different on different skin tones. I can definitely say that. It doesn't look the same on all skin tones. So you have to actually use it to know whether this color is unique on your skin or not. So definitely for my collection, this color is definitely unique. I'm glad I picked this up. The color that is very close in my collection is from this brand called Aziza. I picked it up from the Dollar Tree, Aziza. That's the spelling. If you see this, it's a very close dupe. Let me swatch it for you. This duo doesn't even have a name. It is more pink, but it does come under that color family. So it's more pink. As I said, most of the blushes in my collection at least fall into the category, but then it has a lot of pink because I gravitate towards pink colors more. So it does kind of comes into that color family, but it's actually not the same. I'm just showing you the options. I'm not really trying to show you the dupes. The next color I have here is from Maybelline, the new Master Highlight. That's the Mosaic blushes. If you pick up those darker colors, you might get a shade which is close to this skin tone. It depends upon where you pick the product from. So I'm going to pick up the dark colors. So that's that. I'm going to pick up, I did pick up more of the darker colors. So that's what I got. It's not a dupe. It has a little bit of pink to it and a little bit of highlight as well. The Sephora Pantone is a matte blush. So it comes under the same color family, but it's actually not a dupe. But it almost gives a similar effect when you have it on your cheeks. But you have to pick up more of the darker colors to get this color on your cheeks. This color I have here is from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Mellow Wine. It comes under the same color family, but it's actually not a dupe. So I'm going to swatch it and show that to you. There you go. It comes under that same brownie pink color family. It's very pigmented. My swatch is actually very wonky. But yeah, it comes in the same color family. It has a little bit more pink. Again, it's matte, and you can get the similar effect when you wear it on your cheeks, because obviously this is not what you want on your cheeks. You actually get a very sheer, actually you apply it very sheerly. So when you apply these blushes, especially the Maybelline one or the Mellow Wine, you get a similar color on your cheeks. You won't find it much different. Alright, now for the highlighter. This is the highlighter you get in the Sephora Pantone blush palette. It's a beautiful highlight. The same highlight was there in the last year blush palette as well. It's very beautiful, and trust me, it's one of my favorite highlight colors from my collection. It's just beautiful. The closest dupe that I could find for this is from Wet n Wild again. This is from the Fergie collection, and this is called Rose Champagne Glow. I'll give you a swatch. It's almost similar, but it's just a little bit lighter. So as you can see, the undertones in both the highlighters are perfectly the same, except the Wet n Wild is a little more sheer and a little more light. But when you apply this on the cheeks, it's just the same. So trust me, if you want the exact same highlighter, this is the best option I could find from the drugstore. Alright, we are done with the lips and blushes. Let's move on to the eyeshadows now. And trust me, I couldn't find anything. I have a lot of high-end palettes, a lot of drugstore eyeshadows, but I didn't find any color which is an exact dupe of the Marsala color. Sephora in this color has released a cute little palette which I think has about 24 or 32 eyeshadows, I don't remember. Shams from Shams Makeup Artistry, she has done a very good video on what the palette looks like, the review, and also detailed swatches and some eye looks with using that palette. So if you want to check that palette out, I'll leave that link in the description box below. So there are some colors that you know, I remember from that palette. So one of the colors is a dupe for the MAC Club eyeshadow, and there are so many other eyeshadows in the same color, like Makeup Geek has a pigment called Insomnia, and the Ardent Scene eyeshadow in Peacock. Wet n Wild in the Comfort Zone palette has one color, that one. So there's one color in that palette. So I'm thinking this color is very complementary with the Marsala color, because this has like a brown undertones to it, which is very similar to the Marsala shade. I'm wearing an eye look using this color. I have this all over my eyelid. I have this brown, deep brown color blended into my crease. So yeah, if you want to stay in that Marsala trend, these two eyeshadows are worth checking out. So Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette is one alternative. It doesn't have really the Marsala color, but it actually has kind of a color which complements the Marsala shade. So another single eyeshadow from Milani that is closest to the Marsala color is number 09 Spice. I'm not really sure if these eyeshadows are really available at the drugstore, but I don't know where and when I got this. So that actually looks very close to the Marsala shade with a lot of shimmer in it. Marsala has a little more reddish color to it, but this doesn't. But otherwise, this is a very good alternative. Another palette which comes under the high-end palettes, but this is the only one I could find, is the Sigma Dare palette, I believe. Yes, the Sigma Dare palette. This is very close to the Marsala colors. This palette has a lot of dupes from the Sephora Pantone palette. So this color is very close to the Marsala shade, and there are so many other colors which actually complement the Marsala shade. This is another palette I think I can work with and feel like I am in trend with the Marsala color. But these are the only eyeshadows I could find from the drugstore or from my collection which comes under the Marsala family. Alright, so I have some nail polish. Being a nail polish junkie, I have to include some. So I have 3 nail polish. Again, I have 250 bottles, over 250 bottles. Not able to find this exact shade. So I found one. This is called Tama. I don't even know the name of the color, when I picked it up, where I picked it up, but it's actually in my collection. If you have any information on this brand, just let me know in the comments below. It might help some other people who know about this brand so they can go and pick it up. But again, this is by Toma, Tama, and I'm not really sure about the color. It just says with natural pearl or something. It's very close to the Marsala shade. Next color I have here is a polish that I picked from CVS about a year or a year and a half ago, and it's from the brand number 10 Professional Nail Color, and this is in the shade Casablanca. This is a Marsala shade but much more lighter because it has a lot of rose gold shimmer in it. It's very beautiful on nails, and it definitely comes with the family of the Marsala color. So that's that. Another color which is very easy to find if you are in UK or India. I picked this up from India. This is from Bourjois Paris, and this is in the color number 1. I don't see any name for this, but yeah, the number is 1. So definitely a beautiful color. It's my favorite color, and I used up this bottle because I have this for a very long time. I'm sure you still can find this color. So that's that. If you are in US, you can't really find this brand, but UK or India or any other country, I'm not sure, you can find this color. It's very, very beautiful. Definitely comes in a Marsala shade, and it's a great nude for our skin tone. So these are all the dupes that I could find for the 2015 color of the year Marsala. It's definitely a very unique shade. It's not a generic color. Just by looking at it, you feel that it's a brown color or a mauvey brown color, but no, it's a unique color. I could only feel that it's unique only after I started diving into my collection to find dupes, and it definitely complements our Indian skin tone. If you get a chance, pick up the Sephora Pantone collection. I'm not really sure if you still can find, because I'm sure they are out of stock. But I hope this dupes video will help you pick up some Marsala makeup for yourself. Please hit on the thumbs up button if you like this video. It's right below there. Just give it a thumbs up to just motivate me to make more videos for you. And please share my videos with your friends and family so they can get information from my videos. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated with my future videos. You can see all my latest uploads on your YouTube home screen when you log in. So please subscribe, hit on that red subscribe button, and support me. I will see you in my next videos. Bye bye.